What is up, YouTube? I'm wearing the chain, which means 5 questions with the chase, episode 2. Thank you all for sending questions down below. I don't have a partner here today with this episode. I filmed these episodes in advance, so like a Monday, kind of like taping. So I filmed these episodes in advance, so if your question does not get answered, don't worry. Your questions will be answered. If you're not if you did a Skype call with me and you're not in this episode, don't worry. You'll be in a future episode. Just know I filmed these episodes in advance. I'm going to get through all your guys' questions. But thank you all for the questions. And let me start with the first 5 questions on my 5 questions with the chase in the comment section down below. This comes from You People Are Horrible. And he asked me, what's my favorite entrance song from current roster and all time? From the current roster, my favorite song is Booyaka Booyaka 619 by POD, Rey Mysterio's theme song. The reason being is because I grew up with Latinos or Mexicans or whatever you guys want to call them, Hispanics, yada yada yada. Grew up with those guys. So, you know, I just kind of got into the Mexican music. Mexican music's tight. Gasolina, all that stuff. But I got into that Mexican music, and ever since I've just been hooked. And Rey Mysterio's music, what I love is POD is a pretty decent artist in my opinion. I like the lyrics to the song. I like the mix of Spanish and English. Like, I like the little Spanglish involved in there, so that's why I like it. And all time, you know, all time has to be probably, that's a hard one, but I would have to go with Stone Cold's, because as I mentioned, my top favorite wrestlers of all time, it doesn't matter what Stone Cold theme, just basically anytime I hear the glass break, it's just, I get the shivers, I get the chills. It just brings something inside of me that I don't normally have, like chills. So that's why. So thank you for that question. You People Are Horrible. Next up comes from my main man, Braden Walker for life. And yes, what's your favorite wrestling t-shirt of all time? My favorite wrestling t-shirt of all time, and sadly I don't own it anymore. It's too small for me, and I gave it to some little kid that probably needed it more than me. It's probably at the Salvation Army somewhere. Would be my Eddie Guerrero Latino Heat Scarface t-shirt. The t-shirt was a medium size when I bought it, but I just loved it because it had Eddie Guerrero with the WWE title. It had the Scarface, like, you know, gimmick, the black and white type of thing. It's a Latino heat on it. On the back, it was just a beautiful thing saying WWE Champion Eddie Guerrero. I just loved that shirt. I thought it was a nice, beautiful shirt that WWE made, especially in the 2004 era. So, yeah, that's my favorite shirt of all time. Thank you for the question, Braden Walker for life. Next question. Who do you think will take over John Cena as the face of WWE? That comes from Abadella14. To be honest with you, I don't know. If you want me to give you a legit answer like a superstar right now, I would say Alex Riley. Reason being is Alex Riley has the look. He has the potential. He definitely has the pop right now. He's definitely a guy that I could see if John Cena was to go down, they would turn to Alex Riley. It depends on how determined Alex Riley is. If Alex is as big as Cena and wants to be, you know, just like John Cena, if Alex Riley is like that, then I guess we could see more of A-Rod, you know, basically becoming the face of WWE. But if Alex Riley does not have the same passion as Cena, then I don't know. But if you want a legit answer, just like a legit answer, like that's my legit answer, I would say Alex Riley. But frankly, I don't know. We don't even know if he's in the company. We don't know where he will be. So we just have to wait and see. But thank you for the question. That's always a good question to ask because no one really knows the answer to that question. The next question is from Miz the Champ. Do you think Miz will ever should turn face after his feud with Riley? I don't think The Miz should turn face. The reason being is this. The Miz is so hated by the crowd. Like, he gets heat from the crowd. And I just don't see him getting any positive reactions. I'm pretty sure he will become a face one day, but I don't think he should. Look at what he did with Alex Riley. Alex Riley was kind of booed a little bit. He was hated because he was with The Miz. And then he turns on The Miz, and automatically the fans go crazy. They are loving it. They are cheering, hey, right, hey, right. Miz has potential to make lesser known faces into big heels. I mean, into bigger faces. He's a big time heel. And he needs to stay heel to help produce more face talents like Alex Riley. You know, I can see Miz feuding with like Kofi Kingston. I can see Miz feuding with a bunch of people. And those people would cheer for them just because they hate The Miz so much. The Miz, though, is a great guy on the mic. And I feel like his mic skills as a face would be kind of bland and boring. Like, I don't think they would be interesting whatsoever. The final question for the day with 5 questions with Trace is kind of two questions in one, and I guess I will answer it because he answered two questions like this. He has favorite heel of all time and my favorite juice. My favorite heel of all time is Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon is one of my favorite heels for a reason. The dude pissed me off as a kid. He always pissed me off as a kid. Always getting up in Stone Cold's grill. Always trying to make sure Stone Cold didn't win the world title. You know, Vince McMahon just annoyed the shit out of me. And he did his job as a heel. A second close as a heel would be JBL. Because I knew wrestling was scripted after that time. But JBL, just something about him, always pissed me off. He would be like, "It's morning again. The greatest day, Ronald Reagan. The Times Square, New York bells, they're all ringing because JBL is once again the WWE champion. I stayed this." Like, JBL just annoyed me. And I guess he did his job because I kind of missed the dude. There's not really many heels that annoy me nowadays. But JBL and Vince McMahon are equally, arguably, my two top favorite heels of all time. Just because they did their job and made me want to hate them. But that's about it. And my favorite juice? Cranberry juice. That's where it's at. If you guys want to know cranberry juice, drink 3 cups of those. You'll love them. But anyways, thank you all for the questions with 5 questions with the chase. Episode 2. Keep asking questions in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Like or dislike this video. New episodes every Wednesday. So hope you all enjoy them. Like John Cena, you can't see me.